been bad. It's to them looking back from around me. Man, what the deal is? Really, I just came here to gotta see this more gonna feel.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Denver Broncos. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Now with 3 series, he's past the 30. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Sony Michel, his first carry. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
He was brought down by Alex.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the handoff, it's Michel. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Alexander Johnson.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now the 2nd-year punter, Jake Bailey, on for New England. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. And it's taken in at the 9. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory.
15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Locke to throw. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Power his way up near the 25.
Judy, the ball carrier.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
I know people see Philip Lindsay's role in Denver changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon, but I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsay. Maybe he won't carry it as often, but now he'll be much more effective as a two-headed monster in the backfield. Both of them can run it inside, get to the perimeter, and catch the ball in the backfield and move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He'll let this go deep for... That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 41 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give. This is Michelle. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 41, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Newton took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. He couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Hamler now on the return. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Block on the give. It's Lindsay. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Phillip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball out of the backfield.
Lock now on first down. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A gain of 14.
Nice catch there by the rookie out of Alabama, Jerry Jeudy. And I am fired up to see the chemistry develop between he and Drew Lock, their quarterback. And in addition, Cortland Sutton, their Pro Bowl wide receiver from last year. This might be the best pair of receivers the Broncos have had since Demaryius Bebe Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders. This should be fun for Bronco fans to watch.
Dante Hightower on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff for Lindsay. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's a gain of a yard.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Newton. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
On the carry.
It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Throwing is Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. And it's 3rd and 5.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On the ground, this is Michel. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Sonny Michel comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia and was a first-round selection for New England in 2018. He does not mind carrying the football, never turns down an opportunity. Top 10 in rushing attempts in the league in 2019.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Hey, watch it. Gun.
And they will run it with Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sonny Michel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Broncos nothing.
Kick it away after the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going with Lindsey, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check. 8.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
It's our time.
To throw again. Newton. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. A lot of storylines to a New England-Denver matchup. So many great games in the past. And worth noting, too, that Cam, of course, has his history with the Broncos as well. He was on the losing end of Super Bowl 50 when his Panthers lost to the Broncos 24-10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the Broncos' 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
47.
On the ground is Michelle. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Check, 47.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Make it work for it.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Cam Newton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
A gain of 3.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Check, 47. I got you.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Cam Newton with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Now Folk for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Good. Makes the score Patriots 21, Broncos nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores, and 3 and out here are an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now on 2nd and 16, Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he will be able to recover this himself to prevent a wacky ending here. But that will be how this first half comes to an end. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at about the 32. And he'll hand this to Michelle to get things started. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past it.
And he'll find his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
20. Mike 42, Mike 42. All day, just like that, just like that. It's got Mike 42.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, Newton. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
20.
From the gun, they run with Michelle. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The tackle
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. 40, 40. 40. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Operating from the gun. Newton, Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Shotgun snap to Lock. 2nd to 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball down.
Let's go, D.
On 3rd and long, it's Lock. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try to get this offense going with Michelle. And he's taken down inside the 30. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Patriots.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because He is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Newton on first down. This is White on the screen. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
I'm sure at times James White gets frustrated because he might want to carry the ball a little bit more, but when you catch it like that, that's how teams are going to use you. The majority of his snaps may come on passing downs because he can create big plays downfield. Second on the team in catches in 2019. He led his squad in 2018.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. 15 yards. And the first turnover on defense leads to 6 points. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Extra point up and good by Folk, and that makes the score 28-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are, almost through 3 quarters of play in this passing game.
Where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here we go. Come on, 90, roll, lock it, all day.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. Lindsey, first down and more than that. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Ball carrier.
Phillip Lindsey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
Man is lining up for the extra point.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Now Bolden on the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Brandon Bolden on the return. The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
Good tackle by Mike Purcell in his second year with the Broncos after 3 previously with San Francisco.
A second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. From the gun, Newton completes it to Lee. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. New England on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Check tight. Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Check. Mike 42. Great, great, great. Come get some.
Operating from the gun. Newton. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
He's checking, hey!
They'll run with Michel. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Newton on 3rd down. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. Well, the ball is out. Michel lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of
hard to believe his first catch of the game. Defensively, they bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And now here is another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Newton. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Yeah, they're going to try to eat some clock with Michel. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
At the line of scrimmage.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Again, it's Michel. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Mike Purcell.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Returning it, here's Hamler. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
1-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Another run by Lindsey. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Got a man open. It's Sutton. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
17 yards.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. The Pets are going to get there. Down he goes. Brandon Copeland came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Covered by Jason McCourty.
That's the reason we fall for. Circle around twice for the
come up with something here on third down. Locke working out of the gun. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete. Devin McCourty there defensively.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Locke. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. One final try for Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score, Patriots.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for New England, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Denver, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.